Now for this we have a square root of b times square root of c. A square root of b times square root of c. When it happens like this a, that's the coefficient of square root of b. The coefficient of square root of b is a. Now the coefficient of square root of c is 1. The coefficient of square root of c is 1. The coefficient of square root of b is a. Now since this a is not inside a square root, 1 is not inside the square root, they multiply. So we get a times 1 in brackets. Now square root of b, square root of c. B and c, they are in the same square root, they also multiply. So we have b times c. A times 1 we have a, then we have b times c, which is bc. So we get a times square root of bc. So a square root of what? Bc. Very, very simple. Let's see an example here. If you have 3 square root of 2 times square root of 3. 3 is not inside square root. We have an invisible number here, which is 1. It's not inside. So 3 will multiply 1. You get 3 times 1. Then these two multiply this 3 inside the square root, because they are all inside the square root. So we have square root of 2 times 3. We get 3 then, which is 2, 3, which is 6. This is what we have. Let's see if I have 4 square root of 3 times 2. Let's see, okay. If I have 4 square root of 3 times 2. 4 square root of 3 times 2. Okay, now, this 2 is not inside the square root. This 4 is not inside the square root, so they multiply. So I'll get 4 times 2, which is 8. Then we have square root of 3. Don't forget, you don't have any square root of 3 here, so you just drop it. Very simple as that. Alright, let's see this one. A square root of b times c square root of d. Coefficient of square root of b is a. Coefficient of square root of d is c. Don't forget the same thing. A will multiply c. Then this b will multiply with d. Why? Because they are in the square root. This and that. A and c, they are not inside the square root. So we have a times c. Then here we get b times d. Here we have ac, then square root of bd. So this is what we have. An example we obtain as 2 square root of 3 times 4 square root of what? 2. Alright, let's see. So these 2 will multiply 4, then root 3 will multiply 2. So we have 2 times 4, then root 3 times 2. We have 8, then 6. Last one, let's say 8 root 2 times 4 root 3. 8 will multiply 4, 2 multiply 3. 8 times 4, then 2 times 3. 4, 8, you have 32, then what? Then 6. Alright, we dive to proper examples on the properties so that you understand very well. See you in our next video. Bye-bye.